Ready.
Ready, bro.
You can't just be touching stuff, bro. What are you doing? No, you can't, bro.
Shit, we're starting now.
Not even ready. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah? You just turn off the music.
I didn't turn off no music.
Yeah, there you got licks on the phone.
That's what I'm saying, bub. Sticky. Just doing extra stuff. You in a rush?
Oh, turn off that fan, man. I can hear it. Like, why is it still spinning?
Momentum, bro.
Momentum. Did this door not be open?
Shut that door. Yeah.
What? Keep all the heating.
Yeah?
Keep all the heating.
He is what it is. Bro, we're rolling.
Okay, guys. Welcome to Secret Sinners. Just before we start, can everybody have their phones on silent, please? And guests, when speaking, can you speak directly into the mic, please, so we can get the best sound possible for the podcast. Thank you.
Sinners Podcast, the world's most dangerous podcast.
Dangerous.
Danger. Suspicious.
Suspicious.
I'm Sinner Speed.
I'm seeing a Leko.
What's happening, mate?
You tell me, man. You're the one who's just come straight off a plane into the podcast.
Yeah, man.
How was your few days, man? Was it all right, yeah?
Boy, it's active holiday with the missus.
You look like it. You look like you was having fun still.
On beer sinning.
Enough sinning. Things that we can't disclose that you've told us.
I didn't say we couldn't disclose them. You said it, not me.
Nah, don't do it.
Later on in the show.
Yo, Twy.
Yeah. Twy didn't seem too impressed.
Did you have a good time though, yeah?
Yeah, heavy, man. Heavy. I'm paying for it now, though. Paying for it, bro. I need like a week to like, you know what I'm saying? Like just to get back to normality.
You're old.
Mad.
You're old, that's what it is.
It's getting old, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
It's IB for though, man. It takes a lot out of you, man. That's what it is.
Drink,
You know what I'm saying?
drugs,
You like been IB for before?
family.
None of you.
No.
Malia is a further
Not
side
yet.
to it.
Man,
Malia
not
was
yet.
very-
Not yet.
Oh yeah, young book man soon, man. You're there, man. Don't worry, man. You haven't been IB for?
No,
No. Not your type of place.
no, I'd rather go to the Caribbean, straight to Jamaica.
Okay. Where you say? Straight to yard. Get yourself a little Rasta man then, basically.
I said, look, you know.
She like big wood, not small wood.
Yeah,
Every
basically.
woman, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't want no jack life, you know. She wanted straight rum. She said, yo, where you lot from? Yo, where I come from, I drink rum.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what she's saying.
So basically, just Pierre little man in the room then, basically.
What?
There's enough liquor man in the room for you then, basically.
Oh, I don't know. I
Well-
mean, you're drinking something else. I'm not going to judge based on drink.
Well, you're not surrounded by yardies today, son.
Yeah, sad.
We got two strong white men in the building.
Two strong white men in the building.
Let's see if we can change your perspective then, basically. Yo, so what going on? Like, what have you been up to?
Me? I went to a wedding this week, you know.
Oh, wedding.
Yeah, my brother got married.
I say you're getting noticed up and that.
Yeah.
In the wed-
Yeah, man.
In the wedding, with you seen the shades on.
Yeah, I had the shades on in the wedding. You know, so I always got my shades on, and you get me getting noticed, but that's how it is sometimes, isn't it?
It is what it is.
It is
Listen,
what it is.
before we go any further, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's go to the sponsors. We got JATT Life, JL Brands. Just got a few cases brought in. The buckles have arrived.
Buckles, the buckles are here.
The buckles are here. You get what I'm saying? To get your JATT Life liquor on all JL brands like G92, Rico 69, F28, and all your flavored vodkas, go to the JL Brands website. Promo code Sinners10, 10% off all liquor over there. Big up Manscaped, manscaped.com.
Yeah, get your weed whacker and your bowls trimmer, everything. You lot know about, yeah, she smiled, you know, just like a smirk. You lot know about it. You know about it, Manscaped, yeah? Yeah, of course you do. You know about Manscaped.
Yeah, you're definitely manscaping.
Yeah, Manscaped.
Yeah, that was a bit lava still.
Isn't it?
Fucking hell.
It's a tiny piece.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, promo code if you want to get your Manscaped. Sinners, just sinners. Innit?
Sinners, just sinners, or just sinners?
Sinners. No sinners 10, just sinners. I'm right, ain't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah. So where we going from here now, Leko?
I think we're gonna start with. Don't know what I think's the most nervous, and it's you.
Me.
Yo, there's no time for nerves on the sinners, you know. You get exposed. What's your name, bro?
James.
James.
Yeah.
And where are you from, James?
I live in Huddersfield, but originally from Kent, down south.
I was gonna say like Huddersfield, like you're not sounding like you're from up north.
No, I don't know.
The last person that said they was from Sheffield.
And it sounded like he was from London.
So you say you're originally from Kent, but you're up north now.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah,
what do you do?
What do? I class myself as a mental health PT.
Okay.
So I had a 10-year battle with an eating disorder from 17 to 27.
A what disorder?
Eating disorder.
Eating.
So I had anorexia for 18 months and then bulimia for 8 years.
You yourself personally?
Yeah, it was mad. Mad.
What was you like, mad skinny?
Yeah, 5.5 stone at my worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21. My parents had to sign a do not resuscitate form while I was in hospital. So it was proper shit time. So yeah, and obviously coming out the other side of it, become a PT. The gym was like my saviour, and then kind of reinventing myself as using my live shared experience as like my.
So how did you come out of that then?
I get asked that all the time. It sounds like so flippant, but it was boredom. I literally had the most self-destructive lifestyle ever. I used to wait for my parents to go to bed at 10 o'clock, and then I'd stay up from 10 till 6 in the morning, just binging on food. That was my life for 8 years. So it was scrolling through social media, seeing all my mates living a life, going to Ibiza. Yeah, and there's me stuck at home, just making eating. Myself sick in the toilet.
Also, you was binging on food and then throwing it back up.
Yeah. So it was I got myself into thousands of pounds worth of debt. Well, just like any addiction, I was just chasing that fix, like a drug addict. Food was my drug.
So you loved food then?
I loved it.
You loved it, but you just...
I loved it. The moment I ate it, it was like feeling the guilt, and I got to get it out of me.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a...
Love-hate.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how did you get into debt?
How did I get into debt? Obviously, because of how underweight and ill I was. Obviously, I was too ill to work. I'd obviously had jobs up until I was. It really started getting bad at 20. So I'd had a few years working, had a little bit of money saved, not a lot, and then I was probably spending 50, 60 quid a day on food. And when you add that over 8 years, that's a shit ton of money. And obviously I payday loans. Wonga was my best mate at the time.
Swear down.
Yeah, and obviously you weren't really thinking. I weren't really thinking rationally. I was just like any addict trying to chase the fix. Wasn't thinking of long-term repercussions of it. So taking all this debt out, couldn't give a shit about paying it back. Didn't think about that.
So is that a mental illness then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously it was. I didn't even know what an eating disorder was until it was diagnosed by doctors. It was you've got anorexia, and it was what's that? I didn't have a clue.
I always thought anorexia was when people didn't want to eat.
Yeah, that's what it was. For 18 months it was. And then I kind of rebelled against it was restricting food, excessive exercise, just fucking hungry all the time. So how do you deal with that? Eat a load of food, eat all the foods that you thought were bad foods for you, and then sick them up so you don't actually eat it. You eat it, but you don't keep it down. So
when you say you felt guilty, what was the guilt?
I think it was still the anorexia tendency where I didn't want to eat. So it was I still had that in the back of my mind. So it was when I was eating the food, my first thought, as soon as I swallowed it, it's this has got to come back up. Obviously it was just such a disordered way of thinking.
What was it? Always like junk food, like
Yeah.
yeah.
It was never like healthy salads and whatever. It was on. It was literally like I'd wake up and whatever someone would, I fancy a donut. I wouldn't just have a donut. I'd have like fucking 12 packs. And yeah, it was like I'd buy the food during the day, leave it in my car at night, wait for my parents to go to bed, climb out my living room window, like Mission Impossible style, open the boot up, get all the food in.
Okay. So how do you eat now?
I've got a healthy relationship with food. Obviously, it was the gym that kind of helped me out of that cycle and kind of helped me realise that there was like far more to life. Taught me routine, discipline, and I have like a 80-20 rule. Like 80% of my food is like clean, healthy, whatever you think.
So
And then,
be a spinach and that. Oh, yeah.
I actually have spinach on my omelette. Yeah. And then the weekends are like takeaways with the missus. So yeah, I think it's a healthy, balanced diet. I've got to practice what I preach. Can't be telling people. You know what I mean? So
I was gonna say then, because you just said you got a missus, but we had a real yard woman in the middle. Might want to feed you a cocoa bread and lamb patty.
What you say?
silence.
So, well, if you got a missus, did you have a missus throughout your experience? Did you just throw back the food in the cup?
No, that was Ice Cube. Sorry.
You spat the ice back.
It was bad food. No, obviously, like for 10 years, I was like a hermit, recluse. Didn't have any friends, and like, I had this like weird attachment. It was almost like Stockholm syndrome. Like that eating disorder was like the only thing I had. So I know it was killing me.
Yeah.
But if I got rid of it, I had nothing else. Like couldn't work.
No.
Had no money. Relationship with my parents was awful because I was a compulsive liar, and I even stole money off of them.
Yeah.
That was like how bad things got.
What, for food?
Yeah, for food that I never even kept down.
So I'm saying that when did having a relationship come into this?
I met my I'll get married next Friday, but
You say you might.
I'm getting married next Friday.
Oh,
yeah. I might, yeah.
Let's have a little. Congratulations. You can have some wedding cake.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
All of it.
Not all of it.
You're gonna keep it down though, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't be doing it on the wedding day. She'll be divorce me next day. But yeah, no, she came into my life like about 3.5 years ago. Yeah. So obviously luckily she wasn't part of any of that, and she kind of only saw me on the flip side of all the positives.
Gym path.
So,
Did you meet her in the gym?
No, I met her like through modelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the things that I randomly got myself into with the whole like sorting my life out with through the gym.
Oh, so you do modelling now, yeah?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
used
But
to,
it was like a bit of pocket money.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, that sounds like some OnlyFans modeling?
Yeah, that's all.
Like some pocket money.
Yeah.
OnlyFans going on.
Innit? That's some porn stuff, innit? Yeah, porn stuff.
Do you OnlyFans?
I've not got the assets for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not even gonna lie.
all right.
We'll move on. Swiftly.
What am I meant to say who I am?
No one didn't ask you nothing. For that, we're going to the right of you. What's your name, bro?
My name's Tom.
A bit closer, Tom.
My name's Tom.
How you doing, Tom? And where are you from, Tom?
I'm from a little town called Ellesmere Port.
Where's that?
Have you ever heard of a place called Cheshire Oaks Shopping Centre?
Yeah.
Yeah, quite next to that.
Where's that?
They fucking live there.
No.
It's by Liverpool, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm on about
In between, so you've got Liverpool, Chester,
Yeah.
right in
Okay,
the
yeah,
centre.
just yeah.
Right in the centre, yeah.
Okay. Ellesmere.
Ellesmere Port.
And what do you do, Tom?
So I am a partner in a company in a global educational platform that teaches people how to invest money.
How to invest money?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
Yeah.
So that means that you've invested your money very well, then.
For the last 6 months, yeah.
I took a deep breath.
Just let you know who's watching.
I was
this,
gonna say,
do you know what I'm saying?
you're 21 years old. How well could you invest your money to be telling people how to invest their money? Then
Innit?
Well, it's my knowledge of how to invest comes from my network.
okay.
Comes from the people I'm around. It doesn't come from analysis of my
So,
investments. It comes off the people I'm around.
So you're learning whilst you're on the job as well, also then basically.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah.
So what is it that the actual company does? Like,
So there's aspects to the company because of I've came pally wally with the partners and the owners of the company.
Yeah.
I've been able to become a partner in it. But what we do is we bring in customers that teach people how to trade Forex, how to trade crypto, but we've also got a very wealthy network of people. And we've also got the likes of Telegram chats and communities that teach people how to fix their mindset, because I've understood through experience that when making money, it doesn't actually come down to strategy. It does. There's 5% strategy, but I believe it's 95% of how you think and your perception of things.
yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't come down from you looking at a chart all day and think, yeah, I'll place it there, or I'll put my money there. It comes to the stability of your thinking and your competence to acknowledge patterns in markets or how people think. Because at the end of the day, I've realised that, for example, Forex, you're not battling against people trading money, you're battling against people's emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah.
So with this TradeX thing, is it a thing where the people at the top make the money and the people down there don't?
No.
Pyramid scheme.
Is
Is
it a
it,
pyramid
is,
scheme,
is, it one of
basically?
the, is it one of those pyramids?
Yeah. Is it one of them?
No, it's not one of those pyramids. But I'll tell you what is a pyramid scheme. A job.
Yeah.
People don't understand this. At the bottom, you got the staff, then you got the managers, then you got the directors, then you got the CEO. So when someone says a pyramid scheme to me, I'm like, no, it's not a job. No, it's not a job. It's a business.
Yeah. But is it the business of taking people's money?
Not taken as in the sense of robbing, but yes, people pay to make money, yeah, of course.
Because I see a lot of these Forex people, they're always trying to entice you to get your money. Oh, join this Telegram. And I don't really see I don't see many that really profit off it. And I see a lot of influencers nowadays getting everyone in Telegram this, make this much money here. But is there any real education on
Yeah.
how?
I have to try it out, man. I have to try it out.
I mean, I've tried it myself.
He lost his money.
See,
Yeah.
this
I've lost a lot of money.
This is the reason why. See, it's nothing to do with the platform. It's
Yeah.
to do with people's paradigms. It's to do with people's belief systems. When something pops up that doesn't look like a job, people get shook. Oh, right, there's no guarantee of making money. The first thing that people say to me is, "Will I make my money back?" I don't know. I don't know how competent you are.
It depends on you.
I don't know how coachable you are. I don't know if you're going to show up for you. And at the end of the day, I couldn't give a fuck if somebody wants to come and make money with me or not. There's one way I'm going. Do you want to come? Yes or no. If you don't, sweet, I don't want to be around you anyway. If people want to make money, they'll show it.
Okay.
And that entices coachability, which is the main thing when it comes to making money. Like, I know that I'm in the position that I'm in now, but obviously I come from a criminal background. I've been to jail twice, and I thought to myself, sweet, I need to fix up
So
basically.
you're a real sinner then.
Yeah, big sinner.
What did you go to jail for?
GBH.
Okay, beating people up in Ellesmere.
Fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupidity.
Okay.
Stupid thing to go jail for, to be honest. No wins.
Yeah.
Not like bag 6 figures for it or nothing. Just lack of control, I guess.
So what is the jail? Is that what made you want to change and I don't know, sort out a whole business path?
I don't think it was. See, it's difficult to answer because it's me looking from me.
Yeah.
From the outside perspective, people are like, yeah, you've changed. But there's only thing that has changed is the results and my perspective when it comes to becoming legit. I've always wanted to make money. I've never been able to really understand how to make it. I've always had that desire to be around rich people, but I've never qualified to be around them due to the fact of being programmed, let's say, just certain habits that rich people don't want to be around.
So you think if you didn't go jail, you still would have been on this path? That you're on?
100%. If I didn't go to jail, I'd be a lot further than I am now.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know.
You think you maybe
Sounded
needed to go
confident and
jail?
then not.
You think maybe going to jail maybe helped in a way?
See, a lot of people use jail as an excuse to not succeed. When I was in jail, I was reading books on the subconscious mind. I was reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I was doing press-ups. I was meditating, breathing exercises, getting up at 5 a.m. I used jail as an asset because I had the chance to almost program myself. See, I'm not too sure if anyone in this room has been to jail, but you got a lot of time on your hands, man.
Yeah.
You got a lot of time to think.
Yeah, I've been to jail.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck when you're in there either. So
Just whack off in there and watch porn.
Yeah, you thought about the time when he did that,
Big sin. Big sin. Nah, no comment, man. No comment.
But that kind of shows like the test of your character then, to be able to be at that point in time when you're at rock bottom and you thought like, fuck this, I want more, and you're trying to develop that growth
Of
mindset.
course, man.
Like not a lot of people do that.
Of course, man.
Especially at your age as well. That's class.
Yes, yeah.
With being so young, like I'm 21, man. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to life experience, I haven't got much of it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But compared to most 21-year-olds my age, I've been through a lot more shit, and I'm doing a lot more than most people.
It's easy to fall back into the trap of reoffending as well,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
And just in that constant cycle. So, yeah, to speak differently. I don't know if you've changed that much, but it seems to me you're coming across in a way where jail's not an option at the moment and all that. But
No.
and then obviously you're saying that before you was probably a certain way
Yeah.
before. So to learn how to grow that quick, that's a good skill that you got there in itself, because I've been around a lot of people that go to jail and then they just end up in that cycle of reoffending. It takes a long time for people to understand that there's more to life than certain things. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think the reason why people go back to jail is the comfortability of it, because although it's uncomfortable, as if you've been in jail yourself,
Yeah. It's easy.
it's easy. You haven't got to think about shit, man.
Mhm.
You ain't got a girl, you're good. It's the only thing you're thinking about if you got a girl, maybe. But when you're in there, you get your meals, you got a canteen. I personally had a phone.
Mm.
You got your bed, you got your TV, you're nice. If you get an Xbox, sweet. If you got a CD, fucking speakers, you know, you're living nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got no responsibilities. But I think the reason why people reoffend is because the
Institutionalized the one.
yeah, it's A, you become a product of your environment anyway, and B, you're used to being in a cell.
Yeah.
So, for example, when somebody comes out, what happens is subconsciously they don't even realize it, that they have to go back to their old environment, and they almost manifest it by re-engaging in criminal activity.
Yeah.
It's deeper than the surface of selling drugs or going out fighting or robbing. It's the comfortability of being in a pad that people like.
Yeah.
I think an important factor of that as well is your social circle as well. Like the people that you hang around with.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like if you've made that choice to either eliminate people from your life based on if you're trying to forge a new path, I think your social circle, your interaction with them, if they're kind of in that same creature comfort mindset where they're trying to drag you back down, I think that's who you hang around with is you're a product of your own environment. You know? So-
95% of it comes down to your programming, of how you think. Through experience, and when I was in prison, I was analysing, man. I was thinking, why are these guys in here? He switched on, but why is he in here? Drugs, right? Sweet. But it's the way someone thinks. That's all it's down to, because everything originates from a thought, even an action. The action stems from a thought. You can't produce a thing without thinking about the thing. Nobody made this watch. So, you know, subliminally, they thought of the watch. People take actions based upon the thoughts. The thoughts come down to the programming. The programming come down to the environment. The environment involves their association. So yes, if you are around people who sell drugs, do X, Y, and Z, you're going to be involved in it on an unconscious level. You're going to speak about things on an unconscious level. You're not going to be aware of it.
Jesus Christ, are you 21 for real?
Of course, man.
Okay, now.
It's been well trained.
He switched on. But yeah, we're gonna move to the middle then, ain't we? What's your name?
My name is Naomi.
You say you was about to call her a yard girl. Yard girl.
Okay.
Naomi.
Yes.
And what do you do now? Where are you from, Naomi?
I'm Jamaican and German, so I was born and raised in Germany, but I live in London.
You're Jamaican.
And German.
like that.
People do call
Jamaican.
me Jamaican.
Yeah, you didn't catch that one. Everyone
Yeah,
else.
I did.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
I did still.
So how did that happen?
How did that happen? My parents met in Maitland,
In where? Germany or Jamaica?
in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your dad's German or
My dad's Jamaican.
your dad's Jamaican and your mum's German?
Yeah, German and Dutch.
So the yard man just flew,
Yard man-
Germany, you know.
Flew at-
He was in England before.
On the run from the UK, straight to Germany.
Found a little German thing.
Done his thing.
They said me want breed.
I'm the last of 6, so.
Oh, there you go. Then one's in Dutch.
Huh?
You got Dutch brothers and sisters
Oh, we're all from the same.
in
As
Germany.
Yeah, as in.
Oh, so
I'm the youngest of 6, like,
in Germany though.
yes.
Mad. So he's really doing his thing out there. So is there yardies out there like that for real?
Not really.
No.
No, not really.
Okay.
It's more African people. Like
Yeah.
where I'm from in Hamburg, 90% of the black people are from Ghana.
Okay.
That's all I was around, unless I would go Jamaica. So
Yeah.
that was another reason why I left Germany, because I was like, I would like to be this side of the world, but still have my Caribbean people.
So your family still live in Germany now?
Yeah, they're in Germany.
So you just in London on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, so you got no family here at all?
No.
How old are you, sorry?
I'm 27.
And when did you come over here?
When
What
I
was
was 18.
Or was it for uni and stuff?
I went to acting school, yeah, basically. Not uni. I didn't want to go uni.
Okay. So what do you do now?
I'm a dancer, overall creative, so that includes modeling, acting, and I'm a
OnlyFans.
sensual artist. Yeah, I'm on OnlyFans, but I don't do sexual content, so nobody asked me about none of that.
What do you mean? We
Because
need to
more
ask you what
time-
you do then.
Yeah, but nowadays, when someone says I'm on OnlyFans, they think all the girls are naked and, putting shit up their body. I ain't doing none of that,
So
sorry.
you tell us that, because that's all I know about OnlyFans.
Yeah, like I call it sensual art. So I'll be dancing on there, I model on there, and I'm in lingerie, bikinis, whatever.
In your
Because I would
underwear-
post
in your
stuff like
underwear,
that.
you're just dancing, shaking.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, 'cause I would post that
PG
anyway.
OnlyFans. PG OnlyFans.
It depends. OnlyFans wasn't made for sexual content,
No,
innit?
yeah, yeah, I
So that's like the stigma that
Yeah, yeah,
the
that-
pandemic has made it become, because all the girls were starting to strip because no one had a job. Before that, there was people that cooking on there, actors, writers, singers. Everyone was on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's different content creators.
So you're just a dancer on there
Yeah,
in lingerie.
yeah, because I was posting the same stuff on Instagram,
Yeah.
and obviously there's a lot of man them watching. So I was like, I know I could make money from this.
Yeah.
So that's how it started. But now I also work with Playboy, because Playboy has like
Okay. So
their own,
Playboy.
like, online. It's like the same thing.
So now you're taking your pants off.
No.
Can I
The
ask
same
you a
thing.
question?
You're taking your bra off then.
What's the difference?
No.
What's your you on being on OnlyFans? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Because obviously you're still making man bossing their pants from what you're
The
doing
difference is
on
I
there.
ain't naked. So if anyone leaks my content, y'all still ain't gonna see nothing.
Yeah, but you
They're seeing your ass
you're
cheeks.
there in
They see that when
lingerie.
I have a booking and I'm dancing. I do music videos, I do stage shows.
Yeah.
So what makes you different then from those girls? Just
I'm
because
not
she's
trying
not
to be
fit.
different. I'm just
Basically,
myself. I ain't
basically,
saying I'm
what
different.
makes you feel like you're not doing what they're doing because you're not
I
showing
know
your
I'm not doing-
actual private parts, basically.
Yeah, I think that's a whole nother category.
So
Okay.
you so
It's a whole nother level of comfortability and confidence.
so you're
that
not
I
you're not
personally
comfortable.
don't have.
Oh, you're
I
not
wouldn't
comfortable
be.
to that.
No. For
No.
the whole world to see for a few dollars. Not me, man.
So
Not comfortable with that.
What if it was more than a few dollars?
I'm not comfortable with that. I want to keep that for a person that I'm actually with.
Okay.
I like dancing. I come
Young
from a
Tom.
creative family. Huh?
Young Tom,
What?
obviously.
What y'all talking about? right
Tom's
now?
like, yo, don't do that to me, please.
Come on, bro.
But yeah,
Sorry, what was you saying? Because I did cut you off.
I don't know.
So the dancing thing.
Y'all ask me why I think I'm different or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm just myself. I don't care to be like anyone else. If that makes me.
So
different,
have you,
that's that.
as time's gone by, yeah, when you've noticed, yeah, because obviously, like you said, people are on there cooking, people are on there shaking their ass, whatever, but not like at first there wasn't stripping and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. So as time's gone by, do you feel like you've had to do more? Like
No,
you've had to show
Obviously,
more
no.
or act a certain way or anything like that?
It's easy to get enticed to do it because obviously the guys are messaging. Some will request for you to do things and they tell you how much they would pay, but I don't want to do it, so I'll just stand on
So
my.
you
no
haven't
on it.
changed at all since the first time you started. You changed a little
I
bit.
think the
Come on,
only
don't
thing
do that.
that changed. Man said, "Don't do that." Like,
Don't do that.
Relax.
You've changed
first
it.
of all.
You've changed a little bit.
First of all, relax. The only thing that's changed for me is I see it more as something serious. Like before, I was like kind of scared to talk about it, and even though I was like in full on like dance outfits and stuff, but over the time, because I'm all about like sensuality, confidence, self-love, so I always like embrace and empower women. And over that time and that journey, I've obviously become more confident as well. So I'm confident in actually being in lingerie and taking pictures like that and stuff like that.
So you
Which
have
before-
changed since the start? No.
Yeah, but not for OnlyFans. I changed for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a confidence thing then. Like you just
Yeah.
got more confident as time's gone by.
Yeah, I like anything that's to do with personal development and women being women and not caring really about being judged by society or whatever society.
So you'll
tells us
tell women
do.
to be naked if you want to be naked.
They
then.
want, yeah, of course. If they want to.
But you just don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. I have friends that do it. I don't want to.
Okay.
I
You got friends
support-
on OnlyFans?
As in, I know girls, I have friends that do OnlyFans and they
Okay.
do other stuff, not the stuff that I do.
Calm.
Yeah.
That's calm. All right, then let's move on to the sins. Let's see how sinful you are then.
Yeah, she's got a few, she told
Can I
me.
say something before?
No?
I would just say what you do is great.
Thank you.
I'm just going to continue
Thanks,
because I used to have an eating disorder as well.
Okay.
A binge eating disorder. So that's what kind of like got me more into like self-love, understanding my mindset, understanding my mentality. So I think it's great what you do.
Thank you.
And with you as well. I used to be in network marketing and learn about trading, but I took a break. But now I'm starting again to learn about just
So
trading.
there you go then.
itself.
So
You know where I am.
so you and Tom could hook it up, and if
I already learned from some. I have a mentor now when it comes to trading.
Yeah.
But before I was doing
That's
network
the key, man.
marketing.
Mentorship. The way I look at mentorship.
Because CS is like, yeah, I'll connect the dots. Look at me.
The way I look at mentorship is say you got a car in front of you, right?
Mm.
He's got sat nav. I'm behind. I don't know where I'm going, or I got a rough idea where I'm going.
Mm.
All you do is you follow the car in front of you, and when he gets to the destination, you also arrive. That is what I look at mentorship as, and I feel like the reason why I am where I am today is because of mentorship. I know I've spoke about the achievements I've done and what I do, but like, you know, she said, it's network marketing. You've got proximity to very, very successful, wealthy individuals. You've got access to people who've got results, and you've also got access to a mentor. I personally believe the best business to get into in 2023. I'm not the only one who says this either. It's, you know, Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, as well as a very influential person called Bob Proctor, who sadly passed away. Both recommended network marketing. Bob Proctor, you know Bob? Some old guy, man. Some old guy, dead now, like, but he mentored my my mentors.
Yeah, same. I saw him speak live at some like conference.
Yo,
and
whoa.
stuff.
Listen. 1 second. Before we go. Let me just get onto the sins. You lot have to
Okay,
say
fine.
some nasty. You gotta say some nasty shit before we get onto any kind of.
Yo, only saying the
you lot gonna-
finance show, you know.
Innit?
Right.
Yo,
No, they can. But let's just get some nasty shit out of the way first. You know what I'm saying? We have to know, like, on the sinners, we gotta know how deep your sins are before you can have a conversation. We all have to be here unjudged, yes, and then you can go on through what you're saying. Yeah, at the moment you lot are just having a conversation. And we don't.
yeah, be smiling and laughing. And
Yeah.
key.
So where are we going first, Lex? You starting?
We're gonna start. We'll start ladies first. Yes, you're the
Wait.
only lady here.
Yeah, I can tell.
Closer. Thank you.
I can tell. My sin, I don't have one.
You a Jamaican though?
See, all of this talk. Where are you from?
Jamaica too.
Okay, good. So every Jamaican is sinful.
Yeah.
Sinners, darkness.
Say something in German and Patwa at the same time.
No,
Huh?
that's not possible.
Why?
Say that's not possible in German.
Say Ich heiße in German and Patwa.
Ich heiße. I answered yours, but he talked over me.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
What did you say I should say?
Say it's not possible in German.
Es ist nicht möglich.
Now, but with the Patwa on it as well.
No, it's not gonna work.
Just try one.
No.
You
You cut off our conversation. I didn't do that.
So wait there. So you know your dad, yeah? He weren't speaking. Could he speak German?
Yeah, but we speak patois as well. At home, we were speaking both.
But you couldn't mix the two things together.
I mean, I can speak both fluently, so I don't have to do that. People only mix languages like that if you learn on the go or something like that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Do you know Jurgen Klopp? You don't know Jurgen Klopp? No?
No.
Okay. Do you?
I don't.
Neither do I.
Do you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
As long as you two know that.
Yeah, that's
We're both Liverpool fans. So yeah, we should-
Oh yeah.
we should
Don't chat shit.
Dickhead football.
Who do you support?
I'm a United fan.
Oh,
Yeah, I grew up in Manchester, so
that's right.
No, he didn't.
You've had a
He's
better
lying.
season
Don't
last
listen
year.
to him. He didn't grow up in no Manchester.
yeah, it's not the football show, Alex.
I don't care what it is.
So what's your sin?
I don't have one.
Why don't you?
Why? Because I don't know.
You
Like,
must-
what is considered a sin?
Anything?
You know what a sin is, man.
Some people would consider that I'm OnlyFans as a sin, no?
No, because you.
No.
Without knowing the story.
Really?
yeah.
No? A lot of men would consider that a sin.
Yeah, but not your sin because
They
you,
don't care as long as you're on that platform making money. They will consider that a
you're
sin.
making good money.
It's alright, you know. I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm cool. For what I do, I think it's calm.
Could you just do that if you wanted to?
Yeah, but I would have to structure my time better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's the sin?
Yeah,
I said it, OnlyFans.
That's not a sin.
that's not a sin.
Then I don't know.
You really being serious about this?
I'm serious.
You
about
told me a
this.
few sins out there.
Liar. A lie. I literally
Yeah.
told him. I
You
don't
sent
have
us about how
sins.
you cheated on.
I've
one.
never cheated. I got cheated on, so don't do that. I
Mm-mm.
don't know about that.
Yo, look. Yo, you're just gonna bring out the demon in there, you know.
The real jerk just come out then.
The real J.
Some weird jokes, you know. Okay.
But you're laughing though.
Yeah.
So you never cheated back. You never got your revenge.
No.
No
It was
revenge.
my first relationship. I was heartbroken.
Yeah, and what did you do to get him back?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
No.
That's the best form
He
of
actually-
revenge. That.
Exactly. He actually ended up not feeling too good. So.
What do you mean?
Oh, Ubia. Oh my god, you put a
I
spell on
ain't
it.
do
poisoned him.
no, I ain't do nothing. But I had his friends tell me he's going
poisoned him.
mentally through. What you say? I never saw
Not
him
feeling
again.
too good.
Nah, I never saw him again.
What does that
but
mean though? You ended up
I'm
making.
trying to explain.
Go on.
I never saw him again. First things first. But his friends would always tell me like, "Oh, he's not feeling well, like mentally. Like since that happened, he's fucked up because he got someone else pregnant in it." So
Yeah.
I just distance. That's what I do, and that hurts. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Was he white or black?
Black. I don't date white.
Why?
Not really my type. And being raised in Germany, I don't know. I don't think it fits.
Isn't Germany like a really
Innit?
white country? now?
That's what I was
exactly,
thinking.
Like,
exactly.
I can't think. of a
Exactly.
black
So I
German.
have my portion of being with white men my whole life,
So
and
have
I've had enough.
But
So
like,
you've only had one.
Oh, so you've had white men.
No, but being around them, you know, how they maneuver, how they date,
Yeah.
how they
So
are.
so the whole time, so since from up to 18, you didn't date no one.
I've never dated a white man. That's the answer to
Never.
the question.
So you dating black men in Germany,
Yeah.
Africans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So have you had sex with a white man?
No. I just said I've never dated a white
Yeah,
man.
you might have dated. You might have had a one night stand.
I've never been intimate, close, dated, talked to
Kissed.
a white man. Nothing.
Lips, no nothing.
I touch up her leg top.
Not me.
Have you guys dated a black
that's
girl?
a sin.
No,
No.
no.
I wouldn't say dated like.
You've had sex
Beat.
with one. Yeah.
He said I was experimenting.
yeah. Experiment.
But yeah, I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like
It's
it
not for you.
aligns. I don't feel like it aligns with what I do, how I am.
Yeah.
What's your sex life like?
Amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
You got one right now.
If I have a sex life, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got no man though.
No, I'm dating. Talking to someone.
Beating.
Relax.
Yes or no?
Hmm?
How long you been dating?
Couple months.
She's beating.
Okay.
Yeah,
Isn't
but-
that what dating includes? But okay.
Yeah, give us a sin.
It is done. Y'all trying to get this out of me since 5 minutes now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you keep skating around it.
Because there's no sin.
You gotta be doing something sinful.
God's gonna forgive you. He's watching.
Yeah.
I said OnlyFans. That's already.
Have you stolen anything?
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah, when I was a teenager. I took earrings.
From where?
Some
The
cheap
German market.
jewelry shop. Like, when you're a teenager, you just take it. Like, that's that. Is that a sin? Is that a no?
Well,
Y'all got it now?
it is considered a sin, but there needs to be more of a story to it and a bit of a
There's no
background.
story. When you're a teenager, you're just like, oh my God, like, let's do this. Let's try that.
Should we
Just
come
little
back to you?
cheap earrings for £1 or less them times there, and you just
So
take
you
it.
went to the German market and just stole.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you know what?
Terrible.
Because we ain't in.
Wait there. What? Who was you with when you were stealing?
My friends.
Who's your friends? Were they German Africans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, Lucky.
Lucky.
The lucky man.
Why?
Just asking. No.
She don't
Asking
get
if they're
it.
lucky. I don't get it. That's what I'm like, what?
She don't get it.
I'm sorry.
She's screwed up her eye. Obviously, you know about the lucky man. You just come from the place.
Yeah, I just come from IB fair and someone tried to approach me. I was like, no, I'm not lucky. No, sorry.
I've never been there. That's what I said. So how am I meant to know that?
No, it's not just like
Nah,
beef fair.
everywhere.
Anywhere you go,
Where?
you're
Any-
Tenerife.
you're
I
lucky
don't really
man.
travel in Europe.
And you've been here since you've been 18 years old, so
So?
you ain't done no hot stuff.
Hot stuff.
No,
Nah.
you just come here and you're boring.
She reminds me of Luke, bro.
She does, ain't it?
Who's Luke?
That's my little brother.
No one is getting
What's he
fond of.
like?
He's just like very, what's the word?
Blase.
Yeah, blasé, just very passive.
Getting abused.
I think Luke would have had else to be there, innit?
Yeah. We're gonna hook you up with Luke.
Yeah, he's supposed to be here right now, yeah, but he's driving around his one wheel thing. He's broke his arm and he's still trying to ride around on it. He's got dreads too.
Okay, great.
Let's move on.
Thanks.
So basically, you
She's
stole.
happy she got away with it, you
Yeah,
know. look. She's thinking, yeah, all right.
she
really.
stole when she was 10 with the lucky people.
You stole from the German market when you was how long? How old?
12, 13, I don't know. 12 or 13.
Lollipops. You know what?
Have you ever
Tom.
have you ever eaten bacon?
No.
Yes!
Yes. Yeah, that's the sin. There's
Yes,
the sin.
it
Go on.
I've never in my life eaten meat like that.
You've-
What?
You've
What?
ate pork,
What's
man,
raised
fat
up? Are
line.
you crazy? Me?
Is your dad a Rasta man?
Yeah.
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 Pork.
Has he got dreads?
Yeah.
You've ate pork.
And
You're disgusting.
Your mom's give
I
you
would
pork?
Never eat pork. Never in her life. She don't even eat pork. She don't even eat chicken. I was raised on just fish. I don't know what I talk about.
shut up, man.
I really Rasta girl I talk to, you know. Trying to get a sin out of Rasta.
All right then. Yeah. So that was the sin then, basically. Yeah,
What?
pork.
Okay, you guys are just making up a lie. Okay.
Yeah,
May as well.
Work with it.
Go on, let's move on now.
All right then, Tom.
Okay, give me a category.
Whoa.
Oh, Tom's got loads of sins, you know.
Whoa.
You've got to. What is a sin? Right. What's a sin? Is it a sin doing something wrong, or like we're talking about the Bible? We're talking about.
It's whatever you want to make it, Tom.
I don't know, man. It's a very loaded question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very loaded question.
You just answer it how you want to answer it.
That's why it's so open.
He's got
Deep
loads,
in
you know.
thought.
Go on,
Deep
Tom.
in thought.
Just like fucking whips out a scroll.
Go on, son. What's your sin, son? Go on, son.
I don't know, man. Like,
Do we need to come back to you? Do we need?
I think
No.
you should come back to me. Yeah.
Did you do something you wasn't supposed to do?
Wait,
I mean-
you staying here. We staying with him. Y'all ain't come back to me either.
You
Stay
didn't
there.
answer it. I mean, you stole lollipops when you were
Yeah.
12.
They
That's not.
pulled
That's not
that out of me. It's not my
That's-
fault. They
yeah.
were pulling
I've
for
al-
5 minutes.
Time you got worse. You've been beating people up. You've been in jail.
okay. So
You've probably had relationships where you've done some fuckery
Yeah,
in relationships.
What-
You've
what-
probably gone on some sexual stuff where you've
Yeah, you slept with a black girl and ditched her. I'm saying, what happened there?
neutral, bro.
yeah.
Nah, we're talking like sins. Probably is the fighting, yeah. Probably
Yeah.
is the fighting because I know I was gonna win. I knew I was gonna win.
Or is that bully boy thing?
I know I was gonna. Well, it's not a case of like I knew the other person, but when I was fighting, I could have just like flipped them and just restrained them or something. But I just decided to be violent.
Also, you was pulverizing them.
Yeah, I guess that just.
And
Is that
what,
why you went to jail?
Yeah.
and what was that for?
Well, I've been twice to all for section 20. Yeah,
Yeah.
previous part of the army fighting.
And what was that for? Just a fight.
So the first one, when I was 16,
Yeah.
snapped some kid's jaw.
Yeah.
Robbed the girl I was speaking to at the time. Just
You
cracked
robbed
him.
her?
Yeah, just robbed money off her. Yeah. Just took money off her and ran. Yeah, just punched him once in the jaw, snapped it, suspended sentence. Then what happened is I was on a night. I got, after that, a year later, court suspended sentence, whatnot. Then About 9 months later in a nightclub, some guy steps to me. He's giving it the, let's, that
Big I am.
the arm swing and boom, out cold. He didn't even know it was me. He forgot everything for like 4 or 5 days prior to that. I thought I killed him at the time because he was on the floor twitching and his eyes were rolling back. I thought, shit, I'm on, manslaughter charge, shit. Like I knew I was on a suspended sentence after it, and I didn't hear nothing for a week. I was like, there's 2 possibilities, right? This guy doesn't know it's me, or I'm about to get nicked. So I've reached out to the guy's brother and said, look, bro, this is the score. This is what happened. I didn't know that this guy who I had the altercation with was very, very wealthy. His dad was a very, very influential person and very wealthy person. Have you ever heard of the Hilton Hotel? Yeah, big shareholder. So I'm there. I speak to his brother, said, look, this is what happened. His brother was like, yeah, sweet, thanks for telling me and stuff.
Why did you tell him though?
Because it's one of them, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'll own up to something if I've done it.
No, but not if you have to. Don't have to, sorry.
Was you scared
Yeah,
that
but
they were
if
looking for you?
Nah, it was an anxiety, man. It was an anxiety shit. I needed to know what was about to happen. Because I kept on seeing the police like going past my house and stuff, and I'm like,
Paranoid.
Paranoid out my head, man. Not a nice feeling. Plus, jet lag actually served me in the end, so I guess it worked in my favour. But I think the sin from it was just being there in the first place, man. Wasting my life being around dickheads. Being around people that just have no level of awareness whatsoever. Still sell drugs. Still go out, sleep with random girls. Still go out, drink every weekend. And I know there's people who do that are quite aware, because I've got friends that are doing double figures, stretches for the end crows and stuff. And they were aware of what they were doing, but they weren't. Their level of awareness wasn't low. They wasn't jumping on a push bike every day. They wasn't running around with a knife. They had employees. Whereas, I was just in that environment. I've been around people who just didn't have awareness, man. And I was always like, in that environment, I was always like the dog, do you know what I mean? Like the person who like if something goes off, yeah, I'll back it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just that guy who thought he was sick, man. And then that obviously led to what it was. That's my sin. My sin is not valuing who I am. Yeah.
Okay.
It's too many years, man.
Yeah, man. Keep smashing people up, bro.
Yeah, well,
I'm
man.
joking.
It's getting like,
Yeah, man said,
do you
yeah,
know
I
what
will.
though? I tell you what though, I am going to Thailand to do cage
actually
fighting.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, proper fighting, because I can fight
Yeah.
and I do like it, but I don't like violence. I don't like stabbing, shooting, hitting girls,
Straight
kids,
fist fights.
straight bare knuckle, man.
Yeah.
I love it. But I
Well,
need
that's part of you being aware, innit? And you know where to go to do that.
Yeah, of course, man. That's
And you're
it.
disciplined within it.
That's it. It's that level of self-awareness you're using it in a productive way, isn't it?
Definitely, bro.
So,
We're going to employ you to look after us.
You're my security, bro.
Do you want
I, said, I walked in, I was like, bro, you're like my security guard, man. Even I'm intimidated.
That's what you're saying. What's your sin?
it goes back to the eating disorder. I think like there's been, I did a podcast with my dad a couple of weeks ago, hearing his side of the story.
Whose podcast was that?
My own.
Oh, you got your own podcast?
What? That's the plan. It was just more about, obviously, like I've shared my story. It's like a year next month I've been doing what I'm doing. So I've been doing a podcast and sharing my story, raising awareness. But it was like kind of that level of like self-awareness. I think I learned that it weren't just me that had the eating disorder. Obviously, it was my parents as well, and it was like their voice wasn't being heard.
Well, they had the same thing that you had, yeah.
Well, obviously they were involved. Obviously they had to deal with it. They were watching me in this, just like slowly like killing myself and not doing anything to counteract it. So obviously listening to him, hearing their side of things, and obviously things that I weren't even aware of. So my biggest sin is obviously like my eating disorder. But the things I did in that time as well were like just fucking dark. It's just obviously it's the power of the mindset, like what you're saying, like the power of the routine you're in, whether it's good or bad. Like if it's good, it's fucking brilliant. You can use it as a way of getting yourself out of shit, putting yourself on the map, whether it be something productive with work, a sporting thing. But when it's as divisive as something as like an addiction, like Yeah, the stealing. Like I still, if I go back into my head and do that the little self reflection thing, I can still see my parents confronting me in the kitchen at their old house, and it was just like the look on their faces and like we love you because you're our son, but we hate who you are. We hate who you've become, and it was like that was literally, they didn't say it. It was just on their face. Like I could read it, and it was just to have your parents are like your go-tos. They're always the ones that will bail you out of shit. And it was just like I was just continuously prodding them, poking them. Like, what can I do next? What can I do next? Like, that's not how my thought pattern was. 'Cause obviously, my thought pattern was just I need money for food. That was it. But it was obviously like the things that I did just brought this like shame on the family. Like I had a complete like privileged upbringing. Had everything that I wanted. Obviously, my dad's a successful businessman, and obviously it was just completely out of nowhere that it hit our family. And like I use the joke. Obviously, you've got to use like laughter is the best medicine. But I just say no. I'm the black sheep of the family. Like I am the person that is like.
You still feel like that now?
No, because I think I've accepted my shit. I've owned it, and I'm like working on myself. I've worked on myself for the last like 8 years to get myself sorted.
Okay.
But yeah, I think in terms of like the stealing of the money, the like divisive behaviour, like my worst fear as a kid, completely irrational, was that my parents split up. I had this like from even like really early on, from the age of like 4 or 5, like if my parents split up, who the fuck am I? I got to pick who I live with, and it was like I was a mummy's boy growing up, but then it was like, but my mum can look after herself. My dad can't. My dad can't cook. My dad can't clean. So it's like I've got to go with my dad to make sure he's all right. And I was very much the person. I didn't realise it until I recorded the podcast with my dad that my parents were like this close to getting a divorce, and it was all because of me, because they took like good cop bad cop approach. Like my mum was like, I don't know why you're helping him, like only he's going to help himself. If he doesn't want to help himself, leave him to it. Well, my dad was like, well, if we do that, he's never going to fucking change, so like I need to offer him as much support as I can. And obviously that's where they're, and I didn't know none of this. You're so wrapped up in your own head, and that's just what the nature of a mental disorder is. You don't see other people's opinions. You don't see the impact you have on other people's, because you're too wrapped up in your own head. So that's kind of like
it's a difficult one, that, because they're both right.
Yes,
they're both right, bro.
I've said it to. I think that was there's no fucking script of how you deal with stuff like that. Obviously they learnt on the job, but I think like the way that they dealt with it, they assigned their roles perfectly. Because I think if I had my mum and dad both on me playing bad cop, I'd have fucking run away.
It's like God and the devil, man. It's like like the same with having a mentor and stuff. Sometimes like they leave me to make my mistakes, because no matter how many times I have to fuck up, but at the same time they want to help me, man. And obviously I lost my dad when I was 9, so my dad was involved in whatever criminal activity, so I didn't really have that sort of leave him to it. My mum was always very supportive, so I'm fortunate in that sense, but it also, not having the leave him to it sort of thing, would have made me stronger. But your situation specifically, your parents, they're both right.
Yeah, so the approach was like the best thing for me, because like you got like you said, it's like the angel and the devil. That was pretty much it. I had like my mum constantly on me like a hawk, and obviously when you've got an eating disorder, it's so secretive. Like you think you don't, like you're covering your tracks, and people don't know what you're doing. My mum knew everything I was doing, and it was like there was so much tension, and like our relationship that was once like amazing was fractured to fuck. No, so obviously just not to bring a down.
Did they find out pretty early that you were stealing, or was you stealing for a long time?
I want to know, if I can. I want to know specific.
You can ask me anything.
I want to know a specific sin to the actual thing. So, a time where you've obviously stole money, the whole process of it, like from stealing to getting the food, and even where you're throwing it up, is it just as simple as in the toilet you have to hide where you're throwing it up?
Well, that's another, if you want to get really into it, like we lived in a house that had a cesspit tank. I had to get, once it got full, weren't on main, so it was obviously like once it got full, you'd have to get the men to come and empty it, and it was like we lived in that house for about 6 years before my eating disorder started, and it was like it'd get emptied once a year. When my eating disorder started, my mum and dad were having to get emptied like every couple of months. I was literally just filling it up. I think the second time the person came, it was the same person came back and was like, someone here has got a massive problem with food. And it was kind of like this, because it's so secretive and I want no one to know, people know now, and it's like, how do I get around that? So I used to buy like bin bags and like a pedal bin, take the lid off, and then the bin would be my toilet, and I'd have bags of yeah, and obviously they'd be in my room, they'd be on in my car.
So did you just feel sick, or you made yourself sick?
Made myself sick.
Yeah. Stuck your fingers down your throat and all that.
Yeah, well, it got to the point where I didn't even need to do that anymore. I've got like an obsessive personality, so if I like something, I'll make sure that I'm a fucking champion doing it. So like I had it in my head as like, if I'm going to have an eating disorder, I want to be the best person in the world that's got an eating disorder. Like the mind's a funny thing. But yeah, it was like, that's like dark, and it was like my parents. Obviously, my mum used to check my room and check my car, and like she'd see it all. Like she wouldn't confront me about it, but she'd know. And it's like,
Just see bags of sick.
yeah, like how it's just But again, like,
So when you were sick, why didn't you just throw it away?
well, I did. Obviously, this would be like, you know, obviously the time scale of things would be I'd binge from like 10 at night till 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
and obviously I couldn't leave the house then because it'd be obvious to my parents that I've left. So it was like I'd leave them and then try and get rid of it when my parents go to work. But
She will see it anyway.
yeah,
So when you say you had a eating disorder, what kind of eating disorder was that?
Mine was binge eating. So you just eat a lot and you don't stop. Literally till your belly feels full.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to throw up. There was one time when I tried, but I was crying while I was trying because I was like, if I now do this, I feel like it's going to get worse. Because that's a whole nother different ball game of eating and getting it out. I think that's mad, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Binge eating in itself is already a lot, but then to get it back out, like your body is going through a lot. Your body's already going through a lot while you're binging. Then getting it back out, your body is under pressure. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you tried to make yourself sick as well?
Yeah, one time I did because I was feeling so bad. Like, obviously, you feel bad afterwards, innit? Like, you don't feel good. You're crying. You're in pain. Your stomach is hurting. So, that's why I tried. But it didn't work.
Okay.
Did that ever happen after, like, do you smoke?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like weed.
Yeah.
So is that like having the munchies? Was it like that? Completely different?
Yeah, completely different. Because it's based on... For me, it was like... I've always been a comfort eater. So, I was going through a lot at that time. It was shortly after I moved to London by myself when I was 18. One of my best friends got shot in Jamaica. My grandma passed away. There's a lot going on. So, I felt like I was trying to like fill a void and feel... I was trying to feel love. And I feel like food was the only thing that would come close to it. So, yeah, it's not like the munchies. This is bad. It's worse. It's like your brain... It's like a trigger. Something triggers you. Something depressive may trigger you, and then your brain just kind of shuts off. Like, you will go and get food, you will go and eat it, and I won't know how to stop. Like, it's terrible. So I had to realize...
How did you stop? Was you like bigger? Like,
yeah, I was bigger.
Yeah.
People didn't really notice though, because I've always been curvy. People was like, "Oh, your body's so nice," and I was like, I was crying every day, looking at myself in the mirror. I didn't want to put on no clothes. I didn't want to go out. I stopped dancing, which is crazy because I've been dancing all my life. So, yeah, there was a lot of like mental health issues, and at some point I just realized it was an issue because it's popping up again and again, and I'm not talking to anyone about it. So I started Googling, figured out it's a binge eating disorder, and then what helped me was looking on YouTube for people that have overcome it. So seeing people talk about it, which is what I love when people share their story, because you never know who it's actually going to help. Because I was watching some random girl's video like from 4 years ago of her talking about which book she was reading, what she was doing. So I realized I had to do with my mindset. And yeah, I started like working on that. I called it my self-love journey. Started understanding how my mind works, what makes me depressed, why am I sad, why am I feeling this way. Because I feel like as women, we have a lot of emotions and we don't always get taught how to manage them, how to deal with them. Like a lot of women are very impulsive, whether that's loud or whether that's them just being to themselves. I'm very to myself. So I had to figure out what to do if I'm not talking to anyone about it. And yeah, I kind of just dove into that journey and told myself, because I knew if I was continuing, it would end up being worse, as in, I don't know, suicidal thoughts, whatever may come, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to get there. So I had to stop myself and had to be like, you know what, I need to work on this. And I knew it was going to take time, but I said, if I can heal this by myself without like a professional, then I know I can overcome anything in life. So that was kind of like my way of going about it in reason.
Yeah, man. Well, that brings us on into the topics, which can only be mindset, because we've got 3 people here that had to change their mindset, had to figure out who they are and how they're going to become a better person themselves. Yeah, better version of themselves. And obviously, like you said, sharing experiences on that leads others to understand that you don't have to stay the same. You can change, and you can change for the better. You get it? So I think you've explained a lot on how you changed your mindset, and obviously coming from a place where obviously like you Jamaican in Germany, and then coming to England and experiencing all those things in Jamaica and whatever else, you found a comfort in food. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going onto YouTube and things to finding similar people, like I don't. That might be overlooked by a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Tom, you've been to jail.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say you changed your mindset, or how is it? Would you see any similarities?
Well, I don't want to class it as an eating disorder, but I was very, very thin.
Yeah.
I was just over, 6 stone, 15, skinny, ribs are showing, nothing on me.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have in high school bread and butter, and that's all the other day, bread and butter.
Yeah.
Bread and butter. So I kind of had the opposite to what you guys have had, but it's kind of similar. But onto the topic of jail and having to change your mindset, you've got no choice.
Mm-hmm.
The best way.
Would you say you got no choice though?
Yeah, you could.
Or did you see it as you've got no choice?
Well, on a psychological level, you got fight or flight. You got nowhere to flight to. You can't escape. There's one thing that you'll never be able to detach from, and that's your mind. You'll never be able to detach from your thoughts. You can become aware of them, but you'll never be able to detach from them. So you've either you're forced to work through it. The best way to learn something, like my man said, is to be a champion at it. But most people don't understand that they have to become a champion of themselves, and by that I don't mean, you're on a podium and you've got a trophy and there's fireworks going off. You have to learn how to sort of master yourself in that sense. Everyone does it, because otherwise you die. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you'd actually physically on a psychological level deteriorate. You wouldn't be able to hack reality. You'd go insane. You'd be in a mental asylum, which happens to people. It happens to people. Yeah. People go down that. But I think that when shit hits the fan, that's when the mindset shifts. Because if you're comfy, the reason why I see a lot because obviously what I do, sweet. I meet this guy. He's not that rich. He's doing 7 figures a year. He's comfy, man. He doesn't surround himself with billionaires enough to make himself uncomfortable. All his friends are 6-figure earners, so he's like, yeah, cool. But put him in a room with people who are doing 9 figures. 10 figures. He becomes uncomfortable. He has to change. I don't know how I got on the topic of that, but it's the relevance of you will change when shit hits the fan. You can't understand. See, a lot of what we're saying, unless you've actually experienced,
just adapting, innit? You just adapt to any situation. You basically get.
But you have to be put in that situation, and you have to see the pressure of it.
Yeah, of course. And see what I'm saying. It sounds really great on a theoretical level. It sounds awesome. Mindset, positivity, wealth. But what I'm saying won't sink in subconsciously unless you actually experience it. The same with these guys. The only people they're going to move are people with similar experiences. Same with me. The only people I'm going to help move are people with similar experiences. It's just being able to adapt and almost shape your story in a sense to help as many people as possible. That's these 2 people here, and you as well, don't know much about you, but they have phenomenal stories that will help people. Platforms like what you're doing here, the Sinners podcast, I get it. Yeah, you do what you're doing, content. But there will be somebody watching this thinking at home, shit, I've been through that. Same with me. So the best way to battle it is go through the experience yourself, which is the best possible way. I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Or listen to somebody who's already going through what you're going through, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do encourage that under Sinners. Obviously, we've got different lights for different things. We've got providers where we talk a lot of therapy, and we do get a bit more open with ourselves on there. So yeah, so we are the same as you. Like, we are sinners as well. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Well, yeah, it's true what you're saying there, and there is a lot of people that maybe do feel comfortable, or it's too comfortable to understand that the mindset can change. I mean, it might not mean a lot to some people. It might not mean that they have to, or they might stay the same, and that might just be fine. Do you get it? But there's a big world out there, and there's a lot out there, and there's a lot for you to just figure out for yourself in it as a person.
Definitely, man.
And be. Yeah, man. Mindset. It's just a word that you just use. Yeah, you just can just throw it away and it like change your mindset or have a different mindset.
It's not tangible.
Yeah,
Takes a lot of work.
It's the mind is an illusion, but it's real. That's the most craziest thing about it. What's there to change if you can't see it?
I think there's something you mentioned there about like the fight or flight, the sink or swim thing.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people, in terms of like their mindset, people change usually through some sort of trauma in their life. It will get them to the point, obviously, whether it's prison or it's like mental health or like a death or like bereavement or loss of a job, and like they've literally hit the point where it's like, what the fuck do I do? And that's when you will then reach that point where you reach like that self-actualization where like, what am I actually going to do going forward to like level up? And I think that's why I think people's mental health has gone to shit since lockdown, because for the first time in their life, everyone was in prison.
Yeah.
Everyone was in prison.
Most people are still in it, man.
Yeah, and exactly, like, because most people have that escapism. It's like, I've had a shit day. Just get my mates, go for a piss up, do a line, fuck a bird. You're not dealing with the problem. You're masking it. And it's like, I think during lockdown, you never had that. Yeah, you could go and get a drink and stuff, but that environment that you were so accustomed to, you couldn't do that anymore. So you actually sat at home with your thoughts. And for the first time ever, there was no escapism. And I think that's obviously why so many people have obviously like the social anxiety and depression, because they sat and thinking like, fucking hell, I'm doing nothing with my life. I'm not actually doing anything. I've got no real tangible thing. And I think that's obviously where like I kind of was on that journey, like eight years ago, when it's like I needed something more from my life. Like I had to have something more. Like just doing this was just like, I wasn't fulfilling any type of potential that my parents had for me. And I think, like you said, it kind of takes some sort of trauma to make you realise it gets you that point where it's like, I've either got to accept my shit, live a shit life, have no aspirations, have no goals, have no real relationships with people because I've got no relationship with myself, or you try and do something.
I call it the burn theory. You've got a pan, right? You're always cooking and stuff. You're only going to become careful of using a pan when you burn yourself. That's when you start to become careful of the
I
pan.
feel like also though, a lot of people don't actually know themselves, especially nowadays. Like everyone just chasing something that they don't even know, and
Maybe what they see online and stuff.
yeah, what they see online, what they think is right, or like just the system. Like we get programmed from when we go to school in kindergarten. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you get a job, you graduate, you get a job, and then you work, and that's that. So a lot of people are just in that box, unless you have different people around you, or you yourself push yourself to do different things. And then also with mindset, you have your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. A lot of people don't even talk about that.
Most people don't even know what it is.
Do you get it? So you need to like work on your subconscious mind, which is a lot of work and needs to be repeated and done and done and done. And that's when you're actually going to see a difference.
So even for you then, like your mindset, like you was 18, like what made you say, all right, I want to get out of Germany, I want to move on your own, do your own, what mindset was you in then?
I would say like coming from like a creative background, that's already something that's different. I've always been dancing, I've always been performing, had a supportive family. With Germany, I just feel like for what I wanted to do and who I am as a person, it just didn't make sense. So I wasn't comfortable there. No one really was comfortable there, but I had the choice in that age and I had that time to go. And I
Was you
chose
born
to
there?
go. Yeah, born and raised. And my mom supported me because she knew that feeling. But when she had it when she was younger, she didn't follow it. So when she saw me feeling like that, she was like, you need to go. Like, she was supporting me. And I was kind of like, you know, making sure I see everything or get everything that I needed to have the information. So she saw that I was very independent on that research and whatnot. So she just supported me. But I think for me, I love traveling, being in different places, because anytime you travel, you're gonna meet a different version of yourself as well, and you're gonna get to know
I
yourself.
feel like a lot of people from like Europe like to travel. It's only the English that don't, don't move out of their comfort zone. Like they like to stay.
I feel like it's a lot of English-speaking countries,
Yeah.
not just like English, because Americans as well, they travel in America. I'm going to Miami. They're, okay, well, have you actually left America for once?
Yeah.
Have you seen something else? Because the world is so much bigger and at the same time so much smaller than what we think it is. So how we perceive ourselves in one position is like, okay, cool, this is who I am here or what I can achieve here, who's here, how I'm feeling here. How would I feel if I go there and do that? So it's all about your pleasure, innit? What makes you happy? Like, I feel like that's what's important in life, but people don't tell you that enough. But that's really what's the key to life, to be happy and healthy.
So that's the worst thing to have in life, isn't it? That what if? What if I went there?
Yeah,
What if I did
yeah,
that?
like-
Fuck it, try it. If it doesn't work, it
Go.
doesn't work. At least you can tick it off. I think that's what, I think a lot of people don't have that.
And you're going to learn something new regardless.
Yeah.
Even if it did worked or not, you're going to get on a new path that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you go back much?
Yeah, of course. My whole family's there. So I need to go
Okay,
back.
then. Okay. The stage that you lot are at now, yeah? If you lot could go back in time to, let's just say, the point of rock bottom of any point in your life, then what would you be going back to say to that person at that point there?
I love you. That's all I would have said, I swear. I love you and you're not alone. And like talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it.
But talk to people more than you did.
Yeah, because I was so in my own little box and then coming here from a different country and going through certain things and just, it's just a lot. So I've always been the person to be and keep it within myself. Helping, like, talking helps.
Yeah, man. What would you say?
It's difficult because I think I've said this before that I don't, now I've got to the point of where I am in life, I don't regret what I've done, because I think if I would do it all over again, I think what I've learned about myself and other people, like I wouldn't be who I am, I wouldn't have the life values and morals and like that determination. So I don't know, if I went back, I'd just be like, yeah, you're going through shit now, but life will be alright.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it doesn't.
So what's the advice you're giving now to the people? Like, say, like, what did you say you are?
The mental health PT. Yeah, so like it's more obviously I've kind of tried to shift from being like PT in the gym to kind of more of like a life coach. So like I'm not trying to plug it because it's not out yet, but I filmed my 8-week course on Wednesday, and I sound like probably like one of these like liver kings with his like testaments, but I have like 7 pillars that I swear by that I've kind of had in my head for the last like 15 years and probably put it on paper over the last year. But it's like I have the 7, or this course is to basically understand what mental health is to you, the factors that influence it, your mindset, nutrition, exercise, the relationship you have with your social circle, and the relationship you have with yourself. All of them 7 things, if you're obviously teaching the clients who I work with, it's like if you can get a grasp and an understanding of all them points and how that you can apply it to your life. If you're aware of your social circle, you can see who's a fucking dick, who's not going to help you. And like the analogy I use is like, are people putting logs on your fire or are they pissing on it? And I think that's like I think it's a big, I don't think it's something that's really spoken about a lot. If you're trying to go on a journey of like, to better yourself and your peers, they see it as jealousy. And how do you overcome jealousy? By ridiculing the person that's trying to better themselves. Like, that'll never fucking work, mate. Why are you doing that? Just come out of us. It's like, you need to eradicate them people from your life, because all they're going to do is hold you back, and then you're going to end up in a situation like, what if? And obviously, like we've already spoken about like the mindset and yeah. So the whole purpose of my business now is to shorten the amount of time that people are stuck with their mental health. Like working with me, you're in charge of your mental health. It's not in charge of you, and that's how I try and like sell it to people. If you're aware of everything, it's on you then to implement the changes when you become aware of a certain area of your life that you are struggling in. So,
do you approach people, or do they always come to you?
I since doing it since 2019, like becoming a PT, like I had a load of people like just message me because they saw my own like transformation in the gym. Obviously, because when I first started in the gym, I was like 9.5 stone. And like in 18 months, I put on like 5.5 stone. Obviously, and it was just the fact that I was so underweight when I first started. It was like having eating good food and exercising a lot, I just filled out my frame, and obviously I tracked that journey on Instagram, and then that's how I kind of became a PT. Like I never set out to be like it, but like it's just like life takes you on that adventure. Like the universe kind of rewards you for sorting your shit out. So like I've never really like properly approached people, but obviously I've started doing over the last year, like going to networking events, talking to schools, and like sharing my story with schools. So it's like I'm putting myself out there like far more. Just trying to like spread the message. Like I said, like the eating disorders aren't really spoken about a lot. It's more so like females are far more open and honest about it. But I think guys there's still this like stigma attached to it. Like guys don't get eating disorders, and it's like my 10-year experience. I was obviously in and out of hospital. I was in an eating disorder unit for like 6 months. I was still the only guy. My whole journey, I was never interacted with another guy, and it's like that was another thing that caused like so much fucking anxiety for me, because it was like, why me? Yeah. Why is it me? Like, what we should live? And like you said, like the sharing of your story. Like since doing that, I've had like guys reach out and thought like, I thought I was the only one. And I think like if you can give that hope, it's not even hope. It's just like they know they're not on their own, and like that's a massive fucking weight off your shoulders to know that someone else has been through it, done it, and it is kind of like a problem shared is a problem halved. It's like if you're not alone, and like the whole point now is to try and create a positive community where the podcasting thing, it's like getting people on that have been on similar journeys to me, but across the spectrum of mental health. So like people that have had PTSD and like depression and social anxiety, and obviously addictions, gambling, whatever it is. And like obviously people that can then come into the community can kind of go back through the podcast and like, oh, I'm struggling with depression, or there's like 5 or 6 people here that have shared their story, and it's like if you can cherry pick information from how they got out the other side of it, it's like that's the building blocks for them to go on their own journey. So yeah man,
Respect it, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it as
100%.
well.
And you as well, Tom. What would you tell yours?
I've been thinking about that answer the whole time both of those people have been speaking, and I think I don't know, because I am where I am. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I go back and tell myself something different, I won't be where I am.
Butterfly effect.
And I think it's a fantastic question, but if I had to go back and give myself one bit of advice, it would be only listen to people with the results that you want in every single aspect of your life. And that, I know that to the surface that sounds like, yeah, cool, but people have people around them that they love, trust, respect, and when one of them criticizes something that they're doing, they'll stop doing it. With my line of business, I understand people's paradigms and belief systems. The masses make the right things look wrong and the wrong things look right. And now becoming aware of it, I look at the world like a circus now. I go out into the world and I think this is a fucking circus. What is going on? Degeneracy everywhere. And I don't know whether it's just because I'm able to identify it or because it's actually there. Like I don't know if my subconscious just bang, 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 picking up on it. These girls are doing this. These lads are doing this. And it almost, just listen to the people, the results that you want, man. You want to get big, listen to somebody who's big. You want to get rich, listen to somebody who's rich. You want to take a mindset advice off somebody, go and take advice off somebody who's happy. Like, boys, so many people are going to give you advice. But if they don't have, if somebody gives you advice and you take it, you have, on a universal level, to expect to have the results that they have. You have to. It's deeper than what I'm saying. Is on the surface it just sounds like, yeah, right, cool, but it's actually, it's so much deeper, and you understand the subconscious mind. It rules your life. 95% of the thoughts you had today, you had yesterday.
Yeah.
Have that awareness at 21 that's mad.
Yeah.
That is mad.
It's mad. It's a blessing and it's a curse.
Mm-hmm.
It is a blessing and a curse. Because I have to go through shit that no other 21-year-old's going through right now. Well, there might be some more.
Yeah, but think about the end result.
Of course.
That's the thing, isn't it? That's
of
what's
course,
gonna
but
keep you going.
it's difficult because, do you know what I mean? I'm always relating to the older boys. I can't chill with people my age.
That's fine.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Same.
Yeah.
They don't get it. I don't fit in. I don't fit in. I've never fit in. And it's good. It's good. I'm my own person. But I see all my boys, like my brother, for example, he also does OnlyFans. Top 1% shit, Geordie Shore shit. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get what I'm saying. So
How old is he?
What was that?
How old is he?
27?
He does OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What do you mean cracks off on the internet?
Nah, he's banging tens, man.
Oh,
Girls.
Yeah, he's doing that. He was in IB for actually.
yeah.
He was in IB for last week, yeah.
Was
Or
he
Magaluf. He
film-
went IB for Magaluf, Zanti.
Just
Oh.
meat.
Are you filming content?
Yeah, just doing his thing, man. But like, I say to him, bro, I love what you're doing, man, but you're selling your soul, bro. I know, like, yeah, the money and that, but like, money's not everything, man. Like money amplifies your life. Doesn't make your life better, just amplifies it.
Have you got money? Have you got money?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you didn't have money, you'd be saying that?
What was that?
Do you think if you didn't have money, you'd be saying that statement?
Because I've always said it.
How much money you got?
When you had no money.
I'm not saying. but what I'm saying is,
Started, you know.
it's the
figures,
principle.
Six figures.
Being around rich people,
Makes you rich.
yes, but you also learn what to do with your money. Like when I was thinking, right, you know, when I make my first $100,000, right,
So you made 100 grand.
I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is,
So you've made 100 grand.
I'm not
Plus, he
saying.
has made his first 100 grand.
I'm not
He
saying.
said-
Look, lads.
You said it already?
Is
No,
it?
it didn't.
Yes.
You said, when I made my
Yeah.
first 100 grand, yeah?
We need to know.
I was thinking to myself, when I make my first $100,000. I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
when you make it. So you ain't made it yet.
I'm not saying anything.
Go on then.
Have
When
you-
you made your first 100 grand, yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
When
I
you
was-
made your first 100 grand.
No, I was thinking when I make my first $100,000, I'm gonna go and get a nice penthouse, rent a penthouse. I'm gonna get myself a nice black RS3.
Now you're thinking you want to reinvest.
Like, then I realised I got told, slapped basically by someone rich saying, "You're earning to spend, not to invest. Have fun staying broke, Tom. Stop speaking to me for about a week." I was like, I was questioning the whole reason why I wanted to make money. Right, I've got to earn to invest. I ain't spending shit. I ain't spending shit, man. I'm in the long run. I buy an RS3 when I've got 7 figures, 8 figures.
How did you know that geezer had money?
Net worth.
His net worth.
You go on Google, type the guy's net worth, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well.
But like I said, I'm not gonna argue with somebody who's got results because I want his results. Like, I have to take on what he's saying. Simple as that.
I can't argue with that.
Sound. Well, when you get your first 100 grand,
Come pick you up, man. All right.
Sure you remember us,
Just-
sinners.
just invest with the sinners. We'll do something with that.
Yeah, man. Big shareholder, man.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing big clients, man.
Yeah.
Big clients.
You get what I'm saying? But get it off your chest. I think we've only got one. We've got one question today. And get it off your
Basically, it's questions from anonymous audience, whatever. They want advice. They'll probably send in questions that they maybe want advice from you guys.
Is this live?
No, it's not live.
Okay.
It's just, we got a question box anonymous. You just throw it in at any time. There's only one in here right now, and they're asking, how do I get in this podcast?
Have a story.
Send us a message on Instagram.
I can't. My marketing manager doesn't. I didn't even know I was on the podcast the other day, so you messaged me.
Yeah, he's always marketing manager up. He's on a different level.
Sorry.
Yeah, so have a story, have a marketing manager, and
Have OnlyFans.
No,
How many
that's
men?
not right. I got
cocoa bread and lamb patty.
Yeah.
I got approached on Instagram
With-
by you lot.
with
so I
bacon.
don't know. What attracted? Yeah. I don't know. I would say DM them if you want something. Go and ask for it.
That's
Shy boys don't get sweets, man. I'm telling you.
that's simple and plain, man. If you want something, you have to.
go and get it.
You have to
Yeah.
try
It
it.
might not be that easy, but you gotta try, man.
Yeah.
Try at least.
You gotta try.
That's the only question.
Say again.
That was
That's the only question from the anonymous people. We got question from. The barman.
Sweet.
Question from the barman.
First question is for you, James. So what was your sex life like when you were going through your anorexia stage and your bulimia stage?
Non-existent. I don't think I got an erection for about 10 years.
Fuck.
Fuck off.
Not
Really?
even. Not even kidding.
Wow.
Not even. I'm gonna,
10 years. years, no erection.
No.
But he has
You
a
got
wife now. Shit.
you got to remember, like it's like that. I was in like my body was in survival mode. Last thing it needed was to me have an erection. I'd probably fucking pass out. with how ill I was. Like I said, there was nothing going on. I could have had like Playboy bunnies come to the house and it would just.
You didn't even think about sex,
No.
basically.
No.
It wasn't even on your mind.
No.
Just food.
Yeah, not even playing with myself. There was just nothing there. Like I say, it was just like I was. I say for the majority of the time I was like five. I was like at my worst I was 5.5 stone, but I probably hovered around 5.5. But that 7 stone. So at 6'4", like you got to think how much stress I was putting under my body. The last thing it needed was any arousal. It'd probably tip me over the edge. So
It makes sense because it's like you're not having a healthy connection with your body.
no.
So
And obviously it's the same with women.
You know what I'm
Women obviously
wouldn't
have
think about that.
anorexia, and women that a prolonged diet and bodybuilding, they don't get periods. It's just the same the same thing with guys. Obviously it's probably something I've never actually said before, but yeah.
So what was it like when you nutted after 10 years?
A bit like a scary movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was yeah.
Half
But
your body weight.
It was more the fact I was because I still had like such like low self-esteem.
Was you a virgin before that?
No.
Oh.
No.
So you before the anorexia, you was like you was sexually active.
Yeah, I was late to the party. I think it was my 17th birthday was when I lost my virginity. So I had a very short window from like a year, 17, and then it started at the end of 17. So yeah. But
And then 10 years, nothing.
10 years of nothing. Yeah, nothing going on down there. But yeah, obviously it's just it's how the body works. Obviously didn't need it, so just
Is what it is.
yeah.
Okay. Next question's for you, Tom. So you're a great salesman. So who have you ever sold a lie to?
I tell people the truth, man. That's why I'm so good. Slap them with the truth, man.
what women as well?
Yeah. Of course. I don't, like, I've done door to door. Hi, what is it? You know what I'm saying? That door to door approach. That's probably the best you're going to get.
You say you got a missus? You got a missus?
Me.
Don't.
You just beat him.
There's just like,
Just playing the field.
I've had birds and that, but obviously I also understand like I'm starting to speak to older women now, like 29, 30, you know, these sort of ages, because these are the girls that get it. No, I've very difficult to come across girls my age that understand what I understand. I can't, because otherwise then I have to be someone I'm not. I can't be chatting this to a 21-year-old girl. She'd be like, "What are you going on about?" Honestly, boys, like I've tried. You know what I mean? But can you ask that question again?
So who have you ever sold a lie to?
Nah.
Never
I must have, but I'm not conscious of it. Like, Brad, the reason why I'm so good at what I do is because I slap people with the truth. Like, I've got the paradigm by the throat. Paradigm's what they've been told and programmed.
What is the truth?
It depends of what aspect
Forex.
you're talking about. No, Forex is just the system. Doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah, but what is the truth?
In regards to what?
What are you selling?
So what am I selling?
Yeah.
I'm selling freedom, man. I'm selling freedom.
What's that?
Time, location, financial freedom.
How are you selling that?
By telling people, look, at the end of the day, you trade your time for money. You're working with addition. I work with multiplication. The banks are already doing it. That's why banks are so powerful.
But you're selling something that you don't actually have. So is that not a lie?
What do you mean?
Like you're selling 4x and selling this dream to people.
Bro, I don't sell people a dream. I'm free, bro. I say, do what I did, you get what I've got.
Okay.
Follow people. Do you know what? I plug people into a network with results better than me. I say, I'm the only access that you've got to these people. I'm going to tell you what I know, and then I want you to learn off them. I don't want you to learn off me. I want you to get better than me. I want you to get better results than me. I don't want people getting what I've got. I'm 21. I ain't got millions in the bank, bro. At the end of the day, the people I work with, They've got a lot of money, man.
What, you got just hundreds of thousands?
Nah, not even that, bro.
So if you're so plugged in, if someone's gonna learn from you, how are you not got what you're learning from them?
Because it's a time thing. It's the gym. I could be following his workout. It's going to take me a lot longer. It's going to take me a while to get to his size. But we're both doing the same workout, just at a different weight.
Just following the process.
At the end of the day, if I'm increasing my, say for example, I'm doubling my account every 3 months, but I've only got 100k in there. Somebody who's got 5 million in there is going to have a lot more money over the course of 3 months. It's timing. You've got to know your timing. Okay. I'm not. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, I put people in front of people who have got fucking mad results. So anybody who doesn't come along on what I'm doing,
And then people with mad results, when you're putting in front of them, how much are they taking?
bro, not much.
What's that?
If somebody wants to start trading,
Yeah.
well, if somebody wants to start trading, I personally, I wouldn't, because obviously I qualify people who come into a business partner perspective, because at the end of the day, if I'm putting time into you, I want to make sure it's worth it. A, are you coachable? B, how fast do you learn?
But do you think that's the real hustle though?
Yeah.
Getting people to sign up to the platform?
Nah. Bro, I get hundreds of messages every day. I choose who I work with. That's the beauty of it. I choose where I work from. I've got my laptop, I've got my phone, and make money anywhere, bro. I could stop what I'm doing from a network marketing aspect, just trade, because of my network. I've got people who do property. I've got people who do, 401ks. It's the power of network. And I actually seen, funnily enough, I seen a short that you guys done about your network's your net worth. That shit's true, man. I know people who are 9-10 years deep in the crypto space. One of my guys bought NFTs the other day. I was like, nah, I'm not going to buy one, man. I don't. But he's 9 years deep. Taught me a lesson. He bought an NFT. 24 to 48 hours later, it 600% his result. He put $1,000 in, came back $6,500.
Mate, I'll put like 30k plus in that roof, and it's all like £5.
Was it during COVID?
Say again.
Was it during COVID?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, everything crashed, man.
Yeah.
But bro, you know who I am, man. So I was like,
So Tom, how do you actually make money then?
because I'm a partner in the company.
Okay, so that's how you make money.
Yeah.
So when people sign up,
Commission.
Commission, man.
okay,
Commission, bro. I'm in a subscription-based industry.
okay,
The thing I love about it is the more I help people make money, the more they want to share it.
and they want to tell people to be. So is that not like a pyramid scheme then?
It's not. Your idea of a pyramid scheme is based upon what you know about, certain things about life. The pyramid in itself is in every single aspect of being paid. Drug dealing, the big boss, someone who does the phone, someone who does the bike, someone who backs up. It's still a pyramid scheme. A job, you've got staff, managers, directors, CEO. With what I do, people can pass me up, man. I bring somebody in. They go, boom, I want to pop off. I want to help people make a lot of money. They're doing, six figures a month. They've passed me up, man.
And then they become their own CEO.
Yeah, but the thing I love about network marketing, bro, is you have proximity to wealthy people, you get a mentor, and you've got to make it happen. It's a boot camp for business. You've been in it.
It's still based on your own effort, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you wealthy?
Huh?
You wealthy?
I'm not in network marketing anymore, if that's the question.
Why are you not?
Because it took too much time. While I was doing it in the pandemic, I couldn't dance. So when everything started opening up again, obviously I want to dance, want to teach my dance lessons. So for me, it wasn't working time-wise. But yeah.
Do you still teach dance?
Yeah, of course.
And you don't do nothing to do with network marketing, forex, or nothing.
Network marketing, no. I'm getting back into trading though.
Yeah.
Yeah, with network marketing, you do the work once, man. Trust me. You do the work once, paid over and over and over again. That's the beauty of it. It's not, you don't show up. You have to show up once, man. Show up once. 7 people, 8 people want to move, want to make some money. You checked out, man. Residual income, time, location, money freedom. It's class. It is class. When you understand the power of it, it's class. From the outside, from the outside, people are skeptical. Man. Is it one of those pyramid things? What, a job? Of course. It's one of those things. You have to put the time in. You have to learn how to sell. You have to learn how to be a leader. You have to understand business. Get good at it. You'll be rewarded. Simple as that. Plus, you can fuck up as many times as you want.
I'm sorry, I gotta interject. I think you are quite an amazing person for 21, having the mindset and the experience that you have and the way that you use your words and all of that. Yeah, but I've done network marketing and I think it's bullshit.
Because you didn't get results.
Nah, it's not bullshit.
It's not because I didn't get
I was
results.
making good money.
It's because I've done loads and I've seen them all. We've all seen them. Vima, what's that other one?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Herbalife.
Yeah, herbal.
All them things there.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you get put with a mentor. You go to the mansion. See this, you see that.
But did you make money though?
Did anyone make money?
I did.
I did.
I was calm. I was not complaining.
I'm nice.
But you have
Why
to put
you
in the
not doing
work.
it now then?
Huh?
If you was making money,
I just answered that question to him.
then you weren't
didn't
making
have the
good money.
time.
Then?
I'm
That makes
not
no-
money
I'm
driven.
making good money.
I'm
not
not
gonna
a
stop
money driven
doing
person.
What is it you currently do?
Passion and stance. I'm
Me?
a dance. Fuck
Now,
that.
this is my hustle. So
Okay.
you know what I like you. You know what I like you, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're a good salesman. You know, like the way that you span the pyramid scheme and everything's a pyramid, bro. You're gonna go far. No, trust me, you're gonna go far.
Hey, bro, I appreciate it and love for that. But I'm also telling the truth, man.
That's why you're gonna go far, bro.
I feel
That's
like
where
what
you're
it
gonna
is,
go
yeah,
far.
with network marketing, it's not for everyone. Not everyone can stand in front of a crowd and talk all the shit and learn and da 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 da. So if it works for you, it works for you. But I've had a lot of people where it didn't work for them.
You've got see the thing is,
So it's like,
see, you know how I said before.
Yeah, but you have to be a salesman.
well, you gotta learn. Anyway, when you get a job, you're gonna learn, no?
See how I said before, you got to listen
So-
to people the results that you want.
That's what I'm saying. You have to
It's the
learn.
same thing. Like, there's people in network marketing that sell the dream,
Oh,
the
yeah,
dream.
they do.
Oh, I made this. Da, 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 da.
I think
They
that's,
really lie.
I think that's
Some
just
of them really
that's just the time that we're in. I think we're in the land of influence at the moment. So the person with the biggest influence is going to seem like the wealthiest. It's almost currency these days. It's almost currency.
It
So
depends though.
yeah, because if you're getting someone with like 500,000 followers and a very
But for
decent
me, I wasn't around the people with high following. I was actually around the people that was making money from trading and network marketing. So I was just listening to them. Fuck all the other people that just have like 50K on Instagram. I don't care about them. They can
So
tell
you-
Yeah,
anyone
but
they
sometimes
want
you
someone.
like you can hear it. You can hear that you might think that they're making. How do you know that they're making
Because
that
I was
money?
actually spending time with them in America. They were literally my mentors. I was talking to them every day.
Mhm.
They were showing me results. So it's like, if you're that person and they open up to you in that way, then you're going to make money. But if you're just playing it small and no one takes you serious in the team, no one's going to talk to you and give you extra lessons.
And you also attract who you are.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, but basically what he's saying is
Because you guys are so against it when people are actually making
Nah,
money.
no, I ain't
no,
against it.
no,
Like,
no,
I'm
no.
not. I'm
Making
not.
money. Like,
okay,
one of
okay.
those
I'm not.
do you get it? Like, people
No.
are making money though.
No,
That's a
I'm
fact.
not against it. It's not my hustle.
That's what
You
I'm
get it?
saying.
I'm not
It's
gonna-
not for everyone.
Bro,
I'm not-
everybody
At the
already
same
does
time-
network marketing, man.
Yeah, I know, but there's means and ways.
See that hat you're
Yeah,
wearing?
yeah.
You ain't getting paid for that. But you still brand it. Bro, honestly, everything is network marketing.
I don't
Churches.
understand that analogy, but I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Naomi. Yeah, like you said that you're spending time with millionaires, but you see these people. Yeah, do you know why they're spending time with you? They don't care about helping you to make money. They're spending time with you so
Influence.
that they can make money. So
Don't we all do that?
No. There's a difference. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
There's a difference.
What's the difference?
The difference is
Give
like.
me the difference.
Alright, cool then. Everybody in here, and like we're a team, and like we talk every day. We spend time with one another. We communicate it's because we're building something together, and we've all
Yeah.
got a common goal and interest at heart. You get what I'm saying? Like we're moving together. These people that you're saying that are millionaires, they're selling you the same dream that you're trying to sell to others. So they're
Well,
telling
how
you
do
that
you know
they're
that when
millionaires.
you wasn't
so
in
that
my
you will-
experience?
Let me.
Bro.
Can I please add to that?
Go ahead.
That's exactly a good point. And let me explain why. Because at the end of the day, if somebody above me is their sole purpose to make me an excellent individual, I don't give a fuck what their intentions
I
are.
think the thing that you're missing is that it's smoke and mirrors, because those people above you ain't the people who they're saying they are. They're selling you the concept of who they are, and you're buying into it. But I'm not saying it's wrong though, because if you can make bread from it,
The course
make the
makes
bread.
more money than the actual trade.
But I think you hit the nail on the head in regards to, I think I'm not saying it in regards to you, but there are so many charlatans around now that obviously like society, all they want is the quick fix. They don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to lay down the foundations. It's just that constant. How can I get fit quick? What can I take to get me fit quick? Like how can I go from A to D in the quickest possible time? And obviously like that, and that's where people latch on to these like get rich quick schemes and the Ponzi schemes or however you want to dress it up. When in reality, the only way it fucking works is with
put in
hard
the
work.
work,
Hard work, yeah.
And it takes a lot of time, but it's that journey. You need to fall in love with the process because you
Get lost in the work, man.
It's like with anything you do, really, isn't it?
Exactly,
That's
because you'll try something, it won't work, but what you've learnt along the way will help you adapt to go forward. If you get rich really, really quick and you're one of the lucky people, what have you actually learned? Have you learnt fuck all? You wouldn't have learnt how to, if it all goes again and you piss your money up the wall, you won't know how to make it again because you
didn't know how you made it in the first place.
You haven't learnt the process. But I think that's a society thing in terms of like, and that's why people jump on and try and take people's money because they try and sell them the dream. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying it was just
just tell everyone the truth, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you turn up, you be coachable. You have to get results. If you turn up thinking you're gonna get rich overnight, definitely not happening. Anybody watching this who's interested in getting and started in network marketing, be prepared to go through a fucking whirlwind of emotional journey, and B, you got to make it happen, bro. No one's gonna put food on the table regardless of what industry you're in. The only reason I say get started in the network marketing industry is the people who are very good at it are excellent individuals, not just about selling, leading. My mentor spent time with Bob Proctor, and you probably don't even know who Bob Proctor is. You do, but do you know what I'm saying? These guys, they have mastered themselves. On a daily basis, they're up at 4, they're doing this, they're leading these people, they're helping these people. And I know what you're saying. If, let's say, they're selling you the dream, they've still got to make you an excellent individual to make money. For them to make money, they have to make sure that their team is competent. I don't care.
Yeah, but it's just about who you're giving the information out to, because a lot of people will take that information and, like you said, try to get rich quick.
Yeah, of course.
Get rich quick,
Of course.
regardless of whether at the top it's a Ponzi or not. You get it? You're going to be giving out your money to something that's not going to work for you, innit? So when you see someone saying this can happen for you, X, Y, and Z, obviously every business is in the game of taking people's money, and it's all illusions to some point. You know what I mean? But like in a time where influence is everything and everyone is low on money, it's just a bit more difficult for people to separate what is real and what is not, and a lot of people are making a lot of mistakes financially that is hurting them. Do you get it? That's not, like I said, that doesn't mean that you're doing that. Doesn't mean that you're anyone has that intention.
But there is people out there, and you should be careful about the people you invest your money into. Whereas the reason why I've pursued what I've wanted to do is because I'm giving something that people can learn from. I'm teaching people how to invest their money. I'm putting them in a network of people who are excellent individuals, who are inspirational, who've been through shit. My mentor was suicidal, man. He comes from Birmingham, Solihull. He's living in Devon, checked off.
But again, I think it goes back to like your past experiences, how you're shaped as a person, what your mindset is. Because obviously, like some people, like you said, they'll jump on they'll jump on your scheme, but they won't know what to do. They won't have that interest in actually learning the process. They'll just see the end goal of like, oh, he makes money, I'll make money. Where it's almost like that's why there has to be so many different options.
That's why I get people started as customers, not builders. You have to qualify. That's how I said before. I mean, you can roll it back. I said I get people started as customers, not builders. You got to qualify from a time, man.
That's what you say. You pick people.
I pick who wants to build, man. Bro, people put their hand up. Believe me. Because if they're making money and people are asking them how they're doing it, and they just bring them to me and I'm getting paid, they're gonna want a slice of the cake. And then you're working with duplication. At the end of the day, it is a cash cow. It's not like Herbalife where you're fucking selling some green protein shake. No one wants to buy a protein shake. Everyone wants to make money. You've got two streams of income straight away. A building aspect and an investing aspect.
Some green protein shake.
Oi, that's our next question.
This is good, man. I like it.
Okay, so the last question's for you, Naomi. So, did you not like the bacon? Why you didn't try it again?
How wrong.
That's really the last question.
No, I'm joking. All right. So your question is: James said, "What if is the worst feeling you could have?" Yeah. So what man did you pass on that you wish you have gave an opportunity to?
Which man did I say no to that I wish I said yes to?
If you want to say it like that.
No, I don't
Stop
regret.
pulling these faces, man. Just
Because
answer the question.
the questions don't make sense. I don't regret anything I've done in life because in that moment I wanted to do it. So if in that moment I wanted to say no, why would I think about
So
what
there was-
if I was with that? What?
Nah, so you don't ever think back, maybe if I had gave that guy a chance, something in your life would have been different, maybe?
No,
No? Okay.
no,
Maybe if you give a white man a chance.
no thanks.
That is actually racist, though. I'm just like, I'm not asked, but I'm saying if
never
I
done
said
anything
to
with
you
black
right now,
women.
I'm never gonna. I don't
He
like
never
black
had a
women.
thing with black women. He's getting married.
I would have said,
So that's not
I would have said, yeah, cool, don't date them.
Headaches.
Nowadays, everything is. I don't know.
Nah, it's not racist though. It's
not preference,
It's
innit?
not racist for you to have a preference. It's not racist for her to have a preference either. Anyone that tells you is an idiot. You get what I'm saying? It's your intentions and
Obviously, you're
and
just
how you
saying
see it.
you've been with black, white. She's not been with no white, and he's not been with no black. It's just preference, isn't it?
Yeah,
guess you're
it's
right,
your
yeah,
intentions to what you're saying. What makes it racist?
There's a difference in culture as well, man.
Do you intend to be?
Yeah.
Do you intend to be
Big
racist?
It's perfect. That.
No.
Huh?
Do you intend to be racist?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm mixed race. I think that's very hard.
So there you go. So you don't intend. That's what we're saying, isn't it?
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You can still be racist and be mixed race, can't you?
Yeah,
I guess.
I hate myself.
George can.
I think that's very. It's giving identity crisis, which a lot of mixed race people have,
Yeah.
but luckily not me. So I'm okay.
Why wouldn't you date a white man though? Like, just curious.
So looks wise, it's not interesting to me, and then energy aura wise, it don't really align.
With your frequency.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah,
feel like I'm a bit too much to handle sometimes.
For
Don't
a
like
white
don't,
man.
Don't like
Yeah.
handling a girl, man. Fuck
I
that.
think like I'm a bit too much.
So Tom said he don't like handling a girl.
I want my life to be easy, man.
That's not what it's about though. Black women just there's sometimes I don't know, I can't explain it.
This cause problems in your life.
I have found mixed race women, girls from the Caribbean, they have a lot more character, man.
Yeah.
See?
The spicy.
See?
Yo, Tom, you're
You guys
21,
are
man.
hearing it here first.
Calm down.
See, and I ain't gonna deal with that.
Tom, listen. You're 21 years
Because there's
old.
already like certain
Man-
black men that intimidate.
Man's been slamming out the place, you know. He's got different,
Yeah.
he's got different colours every day of the week, bro. He's 21. He's like, I find mixed race girls from the Caribbean.
It's not even that, but sometimes certain women
Do
can
you agree?
intimidate a man.
Do you agree?
What, mixed race girls in the Caribbean?
Would you agree that mixed race girls are a bit more about them than white girls?
I'm a bounty.
Oh wow.
That means you like white girls.
Sweet.
doesn't-
So your girlfriend is white.
Huh?
So your girlfriend is white.
Yeah, she's white. Yeah, I'm a bounty. Coconut.
Okay.
What about you?
They're
Man said,
happy,
man
right?
said coconut.
What about you? Are you a bounty as well?
I'm everything like black, white.
What's a Birmingham man? What's a Birmingham
man's
man?
hungry.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, then we switch it on to the host for a second. Let's go on to the deeds. Yeah. So obviously you started with sins. You didn't really give much of sins, but obviously you must have deeds. So that's how we like to.
What is
equal
that?
A deed, a best deed is obviously you gave your biggest sin, the worst thing. What's the best thing that you would have done? You trying to tell me ain't got a best deed?
I'm so confused.
A best deed, something good.
Something good that I've done?
Yeah, the best
That
thing
you're
that you've
proud.
done,
You
yeah.
may be proud of.
of.
or-
For someone else, for yourself, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't know what I talk about, you know.
Yeah, that's what she's basically saying. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
So you ain't got a deed. You ain't got a
I
sin.
have
You ain't got a
deed.
sin
Y'all
and
even
no
let me
deed.
speak, bro.
No, but you're shaking your head like I don't know.
Y'all keep on talking. I'm looking. Okay, can I speak?
The American came out and yeah, I'll keep on talking.
I'm looking.
Bounty. Anyways, let's leave it there. My good deed would be that I encourage women to be themselves, that I share my eating disorder, how I overcame it, talk about self-love, talk about being confident, all these things. And a lot of women especially still come up to me till this day and thank me for the content that I post online. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on. Tom?
Whenever I'm in like a fast food restaurant, I always pay for the person behind me.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's mad.
always. But that's just
Every time you just look
And
behind and be
then
like, yo,
you
I'll
sell
pay for you.
you're selling the green.
I'll be like, McDonald's burger, no problem. Do you want to know how I've done that?
Sells in the Herbalife afterwards.
Mate, you know, after this, everyone's going to be following you around. Anytime you go Burger King,
very,
you'll be
very
fucking-
aware.
Tom knows what he's doing. He's a
Very
smart
aware,
little
bro.
kid.
It's smart as fuck, bro. It's very much. No, but if we're talking like deeds, like money, like paying for someone's food, it's not that much of a big deal. It's called the impression of increase. And I learned that from a book called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. And basically, the impression of increase is just be giving increase wherever you go, doing stuff, serving others, just being a person who serves the world. So if we're talking about deeds, that's what I do as a person. Like everything I've said, you know, talking about mindset, it's a lot of it isn't to just say on a podcast. It's to be relatable to people at home who are suffering, man. But like if we're talking deeds, it's monetary things. Just paying for people's shit, man. Just like little things in a restaurant, or like say yes before when was you walking upstairs and said, would you like me to help you carry your bags? Was that you? Yeah, like just to think sort of simple things like that.
Man said, was that you? There's only two girls in here,
She
bro.
was wearing something different, man. I swear.
Yeah, she was.
She was, yeah. But just doing little things like that, man. Just being a vibe to the world. That's what I do, man. Honestly, you know, it comes back.
Just be a value to the people around you as well.
Of course, man. You gotta be an asset,
I
bro.
have to teach some of these Smurfit people around here because we go places and they want to pay for themselves individually.
I told
And they don't want to take their money out of their pockets. You know what I'm saying? So
Of
you have to
course,
follow
my
by
boss.
example and show them, yo, I'll pay for everything. And again, yeah, and I just hope that energy is reciprocated.
back.
And it finally
No,
comes back.
Speedy, because then they'll use you. Yeah, that's
Yes,
what they'll
he
do.
hasn't caught on to the wave yet. But we'll get there at some
That's what
stage.
they'll do.
Sweet.
And every time you go out with them, they say, yo, you paid last time, pay again.
That means you're hanging around people.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. We sort that out soon. James.
Pretty much a combination of the two. I think like it sounds cliche, but it's like in order you want to be the change of the world. Like you can't change the world with a click of the fingers. It can only change with you. You need to be an example, and you kind of it's like paying my it's like the pay it forward. I had a lot of people help me sort my head out, and it's like I feel obliged to help other people. So the good deed was probably the first guy that I helped with a eating disorder. Like his goal was to finish off his education and get into work, and like I helped him through that. And then like the day that he messaged me, his profile picture was him working in a coffee shop as a barista, and it was like, that's not where I want to be. He's like, it's my start. I was like, mate, that's what you need. Like to have that. It was the job kind of helped me. It's just another way of leveling up. But like for so long being isolated and actually to have a purpose and have actually self-worth, self-value, and people need me to be at a certain place at a certain time. And I think that was like kind of that epiphany moment. As in like, I've done sales jobs, I've done business development jobs, and yeah, they give you money, but they don't really give you much else. And it's like to actually help people through shit that I've been through as well. It's kind of like the ultimate like. If I can monetize it, that's obviously the sole goal of what I want to do. But obviously the just to be able to help other people. I think that's like it's the people.
Proper.
Yeah.
Come to the end. I want to thank all of you for sharing your lot's journey. It's been a deep one. You lot have got my journeys to share, like in terms of things that people can take from, even if it's small. Like I said, it's like it can be powerful. Like there could be someone that's got a tiny eating disorder, and it can change people's lives. Like
Just listening to you lot.
What have you guys learned? What have you guys learned in this podcast? I'm curious.
What today? That Herbalife don't sell.
No, on a genuine level, lads. You know, some of us have opened the door to some personal shit. What have you learned?
You know, nah. It's a good question, you know,
Because I want you to become conscious of what we're saying, man. I don't want you
They've
to
learned
forget.
what an eating disorder is. I don't think anyone in here really knew exactly how an eating
No,
disorder
that's what I was
works
about to
or
say. Like,
whatever,
it's a hard one because, like, I ain't really heard. No, I've heard about eating disorders, but I've never really heard. Like, I never met no one with an eating disorder. If you get what I'm saying. So, like, listening to the both of you, so because you both had opposite spectrums of the eating disorders, and you was eating excessively and loved it, and you was eating and wanting to get it out. Do you get what I mean? So it's like,
I've not learned none of that. I've just learned that no matter who we get in the room, it's always going to be relatable in some way, that you can share a story and have some sort of way of intertwining what is said to benefit others. 100%. You get what I'm saying? So it's not even a story. It's about you lot comment. You don't even know each other, and there's similarities all over. So that it just can continue the journey in a different way than we already have had, because we have loads of different people come on the show, OnlyFans, not OnlyFans, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we get a bit like, oh, what are we going to talk about this week? What are we going to do? You get it? We never really have a topic in mind.
never.
But you know what it is? There's always a power of just being able to sit down and
talk.
conversate.
Conversation on broadcast. This has just been a genuine conversation, but you're broadcasting it.
Yeah,
Nah,
exactly.
but you say what we've learned from this. Like we learn from guests every single week because, like you said, like it's just different spectrums from every single guest that's been on here has been different. Do you get what I'm saying? Like whether you're on OnlyFans or you're not, or whatever you do. Do you get what I mean? Like,
I respect it, man. You do good, man. You do good. I respect what you're doing as well.
Yeah, man.
It's cool.
Well, yeah, man. Take a look at our finance side as well, and obviously we've got other lights, we've got other shows. Just have a look deeper into the Sinners. You'll see a lot more as well. So
Of course, man.
the sports, if you're into sports as well.
sports as well. Yeah.
Love the footy. So I'll be on here again, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. That's not a problem. But yeah, thank you lot for coming down. We've had a good show.
And thanks for everyone because we've reached 20k.
Really?
Yeah, 20k subscribers. Come on.
Congratulations, lads. You deserve it.
Yeah, in a year. 20k in a year. That's
Good
good.
lad.
Yeah.
Good.
So I've been Sinner Speed,
I've been saying a Leko.
and we're out.